The following program is a public access production. Comcast is required to provide time on this channel and make it available pursuant to franchise agreements with the communities we serve. Comcast is not affiliated with the following program or the producers of public access programming and is not responsible for the content. The following program does not reflect the opinions of Comcast or its affiliates.
Hello, welcome to the Sonny Brightly Show. I'm your host, Austin with Sonny Brightly. Today, my good friend, Dr. HateWest is here today to tell us about his new book, Tongue Play, You Idiot. So, I'd like to welcome to the show my good friend, Dr. HateWest. How you doing, Doctor?
Good to see you, Sonny.
Oh, Doctor, remember last time you were on the show?
Yep.
It was we had such a great time that we needed to bring you back on the show again. Now, remember a lot of the thing. If you could remind the audience. What you're a doctor of?
I am a doctor of etymology.
Etymology, and that's the study of?
The study of language and language origins.
Yeah.
For words.
Yeah.
You know, where words came from, how they became, what they mean.
Yeah, because I remember we were talking about meaning of phrases, right? Is that what you're
Correct.
saying? Not meaning of words. A meaning of words would be like a linguist, no?
No, linguist is the study of language and how languages, how it becomes, you know, meaning.
Okay. So then what's the study of the meaning of words again?
It is etymology. But what we were actually doing is we were going through idioms and we were determining what the idioms meant based upon the previous knowledge of the people who created the idioms. And so basically it's a part of etymology, but it's a little bit different. It's a little more widened. It's a little more fun for people because most people don't care what one word means over another, but they're kind of very interested in idioms.
True, true. All right, so, and we went down like a list of 10, I think, last time. They were very funny. And I'm pretty sure, you know, my minions out there in TV land, they all Google search some of the meanings of them.
Mm-hmm.
And in our defense, each one of them has their own definition, and it could be, they're subject to interpretation.
That's correct.
So, but we come close to it. So, let's have at it. All right, so the first phrase that you came up with.
Let the cat out of the bag.
Yeah, well, okay, where did that come from?
So basically, I have written this whole article on these idioms and what they mean, and that's why I'll be reading, and I gave the information to Sonny so he could read along and understand what we'll be talking about. And so basically, what the let the cat out of the bag was from the 18th century, and it was street fraud. And they would try to sell you a pig, and instead of a pig, you'd get a pussycat.
A pussycat?
A pussycat. Well, you can't slaughter a pussycat, and it's not very good for dinner.
Well, actually, you could eat a pussycat.
Not probably in England. It probably wasn't as common back then.
Oh, yeah, it just went over your head, didn't it, Doctor?
Yeah, I don't want to.
That's fine. Let's not go there.
It's not appropriate.
All right. So that's very interesting. So people would like try to sell you, kind of like that urban legend in Latin America where they tell you they want to sell you a puppy, where they say it's like a chihuahua, but in the end you bring home a rat. Like a shaved rat. I heard that.
That'd be a big rat.
Yeah, but
I guess chihuahuas are pretty tiny.
Yeah, chihuahuas are pretty tiny, and there's certain rats out there in the sewers.
And I saw a rat over by Sears the other week.
Really?
The other week being like 20 years ago.
Actually, no, that's the greed of Julio. He just hasn't shaved in days. Okay, I think that's him. Julio, shave. Trust me, you need it. Anyways, all right, so we'll go to the next one.
Okay.
The next one, I think you said, don't look a gift horse in the mouse. What the heck is
this?
that?
This is very interesting. Do you know how they tell and they determine the age of a horse?
No. How do they do that?
It's by the gums and how much they're receding. And so the whole thing was that if somebody gave you a horse as a gift and then you looked at its mouth, then you're really looking to see, is it really worth anything because of its gums? Is it young or is it old? So that was how everybody got that whole thing about you shouldn't be rude and ask the price of something.
That's where the meaning came from. Basically, kind of like counting rings on a tree.
True, exactly.
So all you're trying to see is
or rings on other parts.
If the gums on the rings on, you're terrible. See, I get that one. You didn't get my joke. Anyways, all right. So What's the third one on there?
So the third one is you're pulling my leg, and goes way back too. It's when women would pull your leg to see how interested you were in them.
What? Run that by me again.
I was pulling your leg!
You're funny. Yeah, funny doctor.
I thought it was funny.
I know it's a hut and a hoot.
A hoot nanny.
A hoot nanny. Well, actually, I want to know what the hell that means, but we'll figure that we'll figure that out as the time goes by.
So in reality,
Okay.
it had to do. Do you remember when you were a kid and your friends would run behind you and somebody would push you down?
Okay.
It's kind of like that. They would like pull at your leg, knock you down, and steal your stuff.
That's horrible.
Well, your kids were horrible too.
My kids? I don't have. Well, Sonny
You don't
Brightly.
know.
Sonny Brightly doesn't.
I
know
just
kids.
meant us kids. When we knocked each
That's
other
what
down.
you meant to say. That's what you
Remember
meant
when
to
people
say.
would like kick at you and you yank their leg? It's kind of like that.
I did the kicking and I did the yanking. Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, Sonny Brightly was not a very good kid.
He's
No,
still not
I had
a good
daddy
kid.
issues. I had daddy issues. Sir Drake Brightly was never there for me. The next one, I guess that one's on me.
Okay.
Okay, eating crow.
So eating crow is one I don't want to talk about.
Well, we want to hear it, but I'm pretty sure my minions out in TV land want to know.
Okay, basically it's to admit fault, and I think we've all had to do it before, and it was actually
that?
illegal to eat crow in the Middle Ages because it had to do with religion and the like.
Okay, so if I can get this correctly, I'm lost.
It's like eating cow in India.
Oh!
Do you know the birds was actually part of the Bible, and in the Bible, the birds rose up instead of Jesus.
Okay. For some reason, I kept thinking dove or turtle doves, but I never thought
Dove is
about.
a soap.
Okay, yeah, I know that, but for some reason I kept thinking dove, or dove soap, but not a crow.
Well, the crows and the doves are related. We're all part of, the increase of becoming what we are today.
You mean evolution?
Evolution? Illusion? It is an illusion, I agree.
Oh, that's an argument for another day. I know
That's
that you.
true.
I know you and I have difference of opinion on that. Break a leg.
Why don't you tell me what you think that means?
Break a leg. Honestly, I don't know. I just know that every time that I'm about to do a show, like all 80 of my minions, they just all slap me on the butt and say break a leg.
Why would they slap you on the butt?
Why not?
Why would they slap you on the leg?
Because Sonny Brightly likes being slapped in the butt.
So basically, breaking a leg is an old theatrical thing where basically they felt it was going to be a bad omen if you said good luck, so they said break a leg. So it's kind of the opposites of what you want to have happen.
Okay.
So it's like happiness in your marriage, because that'll never happen.
Yeah, that's so true. That's so true. Okay, well, I get that one.
Okay.
I get it. So for now on, next time the Sonny Brightly comes up to one of his minions and says, I hope your marriage fails, or I hope you burn in hell, it's the opposite.
Yeah.
It's the opposite. Okay, so now we go to the next one. Can't hold a candle to.
So think about that. So back in the day, before we had electricity, all these bright lights were not here.
Wow.
And then your worker bees would have to do something in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
And so they'd always need an assistant, right?
Right.
And if they had an idiot, they couldn't hold a candle. Because the candle would fall or it would burn something, or they jiggle it and then you couldn't see what you were doing.
How PC of you when you call them idiots?
Okay,
Yeah.
idiot comes from another word,
You know what? It's straight from the page. Where does idiot come from?
Idiot comes from two words. It's id and ot.
Okay.
So id is your internal self,
Mhm.
and ot is your stupidity. Internally stupid. That's exactly what it means. You should look it up.
Well, there's a reason why the Sonny Brightly doesn't know that. Idiot.
And it just translated eventually to idiot.
Is that Latin?
No, it's French and German.
French and German. Oh, okay. I can live with that. Whatever comes out of your mouth, gotta be true, right, doctor?
Gotta be true.
Yeah, gotta be true. There's a reason why you have a degree from the Sonny
Gotta
Brightly.
be true, not gotta be. Gotta be
There's a
true.
reason why you have a degree from Sonny Brightly School of Dentistry.
That's true, and
That's
many
true.
others.
And many others. Okay, so now you got the next one.
Okay, dress to the nines. Now this is an interesting one.
Dress to the nines.
Yes, what it meant was that you dressed all the way up to 9 feet.
But nobody, but the Sonny Brightly, let's be completely honest. The Sonny Brightly is not self-conscious about his height. So when you tell me,
Where are the rings?
nine, who the heck? Does anybody even know anybody who's 9 feet tall?
Yeah.
Okay, besides my ego.
Or your id.
You're my id.
Or your ot.
Okay.
You're an id-ot.
This was a gentle hit, okay, so no suing anybody. You wrote, you signed this
9
paper.
feet. If you could dress up to 9 feet, you were doing well.
Okay, let me dress to the nines.
Yes.
Now, this is what you wrote in, this is what you wrote in your,
I'm
this is
not
what you wrote,
reading
this is what you
from
wrote
what I
in, yeah,
wrote.
but this is what you wrote in your book.
I know.
Meaning to dress exceptionally well, there's no concrete consensus. Damn my Spanish accent. Meaning to dress meaning to dress exceptionally well. There's no concrete.
Damn those lenses.
Hold on, I'll take these off. I'm trying to match you and be
Id-ot.
intelligent.
Id-ot.
Meaning to dress exceptionally well, there's no concrete consensus on the origin of dressing to the nines, but the most popular theory comes from the fact that the very best suits used a full 9 yards of fabric.
Right, but that's not the right one. That's why I said it's the most popular, but it's a myth. I disproved this myth. Didn't you read the follow-up book?
Oh, your tongue in you?
It said
oh, yeah.
id-ots. Id-ots.
Id-ots.
It said this was an id-ot. It's somebody who was an idiot wrote that part. I changed it. I found out that if you could dress to 9 feet, see, keep in mind that the ceiling heights were very low. So if you could dress to 9 feet, you were doing exceptionally well. And you must have a lot of clothes.
Okay, all right. Well, fair enough. Okay, now, I don't know, in our last episode, did we do this one? Don't count your chickens before they're hatched?
I don't recall it.
Then you know what, let's repeat it. Then if we saw it already, fine. If not, big deal. Go ahead. So what does it mean that don't count your chickens before they're hatched? See, I think I'm gonna guess this.
Okay.
Can I guess it?
Guess it.
Doug? That basically not all your chickens are gonna hatch. They're all gonna half of them might die. Is that it?
That's true.
Okay. You're looking at me like
You're not
just
such an idiot
no.
after all.
Yeah, no. I know, doctor. But you're looking at me like there's more to it.
There is, but
Okay.
it has to do with sex and a young handmaiden and a chicken, and you don't want to know the story.
Actually, we want to know.
You can imagine it.
Can you give us at least an abridged
Just
version?
imagine eggs.
And don't
a
plug your
young
book again.
milkmaiden
You don't have to plug your book. I already plugged it for you at the beginning. So, but can you at least give us?
I did. I've been trying to tell you. It has to do with a young milkmaiden and some eggs and a man.
She's making a cake. Okay, so let's go on. The next one would be?
The next one would be crocodile tears.
I hear that a lot.
Yeah, it comes from the notion that crocodiles don't cry.
Oh.
And that they're fake tears. But in reality, crocodiles cry every minute of every day.
Well, why did he do that?
Because they have to keep their eyes lubricated while they're in the water, because the water's dirty, of course.
Also, not because they're sad.
No.
Because I would think,
you be
the
sad?
skin condition that we have, oh God.
Would you be sad if you got to eat all these little children who crawled into ponds? I wouldn't be.
Oh, that is just wrong, dude.
Young meat. It's like, what's that?
We're editing this part out.
What's the beef?
This part is edited out, trust me, that's just wrong on all levels.
What's the beef? What is it? It's,
Doc, don't make me do this again. Don't make me do it again.
what's the young beef?
The fresh meat, you mean?
No, the young
Veal.
See, it's like
We're-
it's like human veal.
We're going on with this. We're still going on with this. Hey, Doc.
Okay, move it along.
Okay, gosh. All right, you're next.
Okay, so we wanted to do once in a blue moon, and do you know why?
Oh, that's right. Okay. No, but you missed the one. You missed.
Yeah, I did. I didn't want to talk
purpose.
about cigars. I don't like cigars.
All right.
Close, but no cigar.
Fine.
You know why? Because I used to smoke cigarettes, and they don't taste the same as cigars.
Mm-hmm.
So why would I talk about cigars? Cigars taste like poo.
I've never tasted poo.
Well, let me tell you.
Okay,
Cigars are bad.
Okay,
That's
cigars are
all
bad.
I
We'll
can
leave
say.
it at that. What you do in Bangkok is your business, Doc. Okay, so let's say, all right, once in a blue moon.
Okay, so have you ever tasted blue moon?
Delicious beer.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
You can't find anything else like it, can you?
No,
So
I
it's
can't.
once in a blue moon. That's my theory. It's not exactly what I wrote, but it's
Yeah,
a
in your
much
book.
better
Yeah, in your book.
theory.
Can I?
You can quote
Okay,
me.
in your book.
Some of these are boring.
in your book, it says, a blue moon is the second, damn it, I know, I'm trying to match you, because you look so intelligent. Sonny Brightly's been trying to wear glasses. Like some people try to smoke to look cool, and I'm trying to wear glasses to look cool. Right. And I'm trying, but I'm dying. But I'll give it a shot. Okay. Once in a blue moon is the second full moon in a single calendar year. It's a rare as heck. The phrase,
Calendar month.
The phrase "once in a blue moon" is used.
You get one moon a month.
Okay.
And then if you have a second moon, that's a blue moon.
Can I tell you?
But you said in a year.
Okay. Well, it says right here. That's what you put in your book.
No, I didn't. It says in a calendar month.
Oh, okay. It says a blue moon is the second full moon in a single calendar month.
Right, not year. You said year.
I said year. Sorry, doctor. I'm sorry. That was Sonny's fault.
That'd be a long month.
Yeah, I understand. See, and I know the Sonny Brightly knows when he's wrong. All right. So once again, this is what you wrote.
Okay.
A blue moon is the second full moon in a single calendar month, and it's rare as heck. Like what you said.
Not hate, but heck.
Heck. The phrase "once in a blue moon" is usually what do you say that?
Used colloquially.
Colloquially.
No, colloquially.
Damn it! I hate it when you damn my accent. Say that. Well, you know what? Hold on. Here I go, and then I'll point to you and you say it. Okay? Okay. Ready? Okay. One more time from the top. A blue moon is the second full moon in a single calendar month. It's rare as heck. The phrase "once in a blue moon" is used
colloquially
to mean something that doesn't happen very often.
Correct.
Aha.
It's like how often I am on your show.
I know, which
Once in a blue moon.
Once in a blue moon, but it's
hopefully you'll give me some blue moons later.
No.
Is that my payment?
The oranges, of course.
Yeah,
Sliced oranges.
Delicious.
Even some of our staff like the blue moon. Hey Jeff, you like the blue moon, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, he's one of our camera guys.
Hey
Jeff,
Vod, do you like blue moon?
Okay, so
I
anyways.
can't hear you.
Well, anyways.
Yeah.
I think she's drinking it back there already. Hey, I brought him a case. You better leave some back there for us.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I guess I'm next, right?
Yep.
Okay, mind your P's and your Q's.
Do you know what a P or a Q is?
No.
It's a letter. Come on.
Oh,
Come on. We all know what a P and a Q is.
oh gosh.
It's
Doc,
pints and quarts.
You're killing me, Doc.
Pints and quarts.
Pints and quarts.
Do you know
Mind
what
your
a pint
pints.
or a quart is?
Yes, I know.
What is it?
Well, it's a way to measure a liquid.
It's
A
usually
pint?
more with
Pints?
beer. We're just talking about blue moon.
I know. But a pint is basically about yay big, and a quart is about yay big, no?
I don't know. I don't know.
How can you not, Doc? You're a doc. Oh, that's right. He's a doctor of
Etymology, not colloquialism.
Why are you making fun of me, Doctor?
I'm not.
This is why you're on the show only once a year.
You're not an idiot. Don't worry about it.
Thank you. That's the. I'm plugging your book here on this show, and you keep, well.
I said you're not an idiot.
Idiot. You did not say I was an idiot.
Correct.
You're right.
You're not an idiot.
All right, where were we?
So,
okay, go ahead.
P's and Q's had to do with back in the day.
Again, back in the day.
In colloquial.
Colloquial. I said it right. Colloquial.
Back in the day when they had pints and quarts, and you can go to some restaurants nowadays, even there's German restaurants and English restaurants and pubs and stuff in the U.S., they have pints and quarts for liquor.
Right.
If you drank too much, they would say, mind your P's and Q's, because you were drinking too much and you were getting out of hand.
The Sonny Brightly every weekend has to mind his P's and Q's.
And you were acting the idiot.
And that's when I act the idiot and forget to speak English. And all my other languages mashed together. It's really not funny.
As long as you don't get the kiss of death, you're okay.
Oh, while we're at it, yeah.
You
what is
can
the
read
kiss of
this
death?
one. You tell
You want me to
me.
kiss? You want me to kiss this one?
I don't want you to
read this one.
Death.
Don't look at me like that, Jeff. Okay. The kiss of death. The kiss of death marks the demise of something. Its roots rest in the Italian mafia, where someone who has been marked for death receives the metaphorical kiss prior to execution. Whoa! No, I'll save that for later.
No, I don't think that's what it meant, but okay. Saving a death kiss is not something you wanted to.
No, that's when I pass it off to one of my enemies.
Yeah, there you go, to one of your exes.
Yeah, I know. Married 20, divorced 26 times, married 3 times, yeah. Alright, so anyways, so where were we going with this? Okay,
We were going to talk about the rule of thumb. We're
Alright,
going to
now,
change
okay, so
quickly.
the rule of thumb.
The rule of thumb had to do with carpentry, but you know, if you had a Paul Bunyan thumb, then you had the rule of 2 thumbs.
I'm confused, doctor.
Well, the thumb was a measurement.
Oh, you would use your but every
It's
thumb
kinda
is
like an
different.
inch.
Can you
Think about it.
Can you bring your thumb? Can you bring your thumb over? Yeah, I know. This
Think
is
about an
perverted.
inch.
This might be
Is
perverted.
this an inch?
Your God, your thumb is bigger than mine. You're lucky I'm not self-conscious about that. It's not how you know, it's not the size of the thumb, it's how you use it.
I thought it was the rings, but okay. People wear rings on their thumbs all the time.
I don't know, that's too douchey for me, doctor.
Sleep tight and don't let the bed bugs
Hold on,
fly.
we didn't even go with the rule of thumb. What were we?
I did
we skipped
explain it completely. It had to do with measurements.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just joking with that.
No,
Because every
read
thumb
it
is
right
different.
here. Carpenters approximating inches with their thumbs. See, that's where men got, I'm a rule of thumb. Get it?
Okay, fine. Okay. All right, where were we?
You have nothing to say. I
I-
made you speechless.
It happens once in a blue moon.
Oh,
Hey! All right, so I guess the next one would be.
Sleep tight.
Where did that one go?
Sleep tight's at the bottom. Now, the way I've always read this is sleep tight.
Oh, okay, sleep tight. I see.
Usually, in my understanding, it was sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. But
Sonny Brightly doesn't like bed bugs.
how many have you had? Do
Uh,
you have any as pets?
No, I had a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend had his house baked. It is not
What does
fun.
baked mean?
Basically, they raise the temperature in the house to kill all the bed bugs.
Oh, that's weird. Did you get any?
No, not Sonny Brightly.
I have a friend who actually went to a hotel and got bed bugs. So every time she goes into a hotel now, she checks on every single surface for bed bugs. She said it was horrible.
Oh,
and you
yeah.
don't know, and it's not even like it's a really crappy hotel or anything. It's like a nice hotel, and sometimes it happens.
Well, the Sonny Brightly the Sonny Brightly's gonna tell his friend to stay away from hotels.
But there's not an easy way not to let the bed bugs bite if you get them.
All right, let's see. Okay, so where we were.
So it was sleep tight,
Where
and
we?
basically this had to do with them tying you up in the bed to make sure you didn't slip through the holes.
What?
I made that part up.
Okay.
But beds used to be strung together with ropes, and it would house the bed, and if it wasn't tight, then you would really fall down to the ground. Think about it.
I see. Okay.
It's true.
You know what, Doc?
See, to pull tight to provide a stable mattress and a good night's rest. If it's in writing, it's true, and it's on the internet.
All right, now a square meal.
It's like a square meal is a square deal.
Excuse me.
McDonald's came up with it, of course.
That's bull fertilizer, and I'll tell you why. Because when you go to the doctor, they tell you about the food pyramid, not a square meal.
Well, but they were wrong about the food pyramid. Now they've changed their mind.
Okay.
Now it's the food circle, and that's why we're all so fat.
Okay.
Well, really?
Okay, but then I don't want to get into the food circle because that's another show. But then, explain to me square meal.
Means only people who are squares eat this meal.
Okay, now tell me the truth.
What's the truth?
Oh, really? That's what it means?
Yeah.
How 50s of you.
Well, that's of course. Where do you think a square meal came from? It came from that time period.
Wait, I'm thinking about like microwave meals then, I guess.
Well, yeah, and that would be about the right time period.
Okay.
Because that's when square meals came
So
out.
you mean TV dinners?
60s. Yeah, TV dinners. I remember TV dinners.
Oh, I remember.
Remember
that,
Hungry
yeah.
Jack? Or
Yeah.
Hungry
I
whatever?
always ate the brownie first, and everything else was just filler.
Yeah, but-
Mhm.
and it was all pretty horrible.
Oh, it was
very
horrible.
salty.
Horrible
As
stuff.
kids, we loved it. We were idiots.
We were idiots. No, some of us never stopped being idiots. All right, you're next.
Okay, so let's jump to white elephant. So this has to do with the fact that in South Asia, a white elephant was revered and people wanted it and loved it. And they were idiots, so who wants a white elephant?
Okay, but
Because you know what? Picking up all that poo is not so simple.
yeah, they was yeah.
Yeah.
One of Sonny Brightly's older jobs was like a zookeeper,
Was it?
and yeah, and we had to clean up tons of that stuff. It was
Oh, I
bad.
bet, just in one
Bad.
day alone.
Yeah, I was 12 years old at the time, so you can think.
Slave labor.
I was like tiny. Let's more slave volunteer work.
You mean about your height?
Mm,
You said tiny.
No, I was tiny. I was tiny.
There
All right,
weren't
so
many
what
rings.
elephant? All right, so now let's go to the next one. Stay on the straight and narrow.
Stay on the straight and narrow. This was a negative pejorative term against people who were not straight and narrowish.
Really?
So anybody who was outside of the norm.
How racist.
It really was.
Yeah.
If you weren't white and man and of a certain age and you couldn't vote, then you could not be on the straight and narrow.
Really?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
All right, today it means to generally stay out of trouble, but the original phrase is actually biblical in origins. Matthew 7:13 and 14
See, I
describes
told
the
you.
gates to heaven as straight and the way to eternal life as narrow.
And who do you think they were describing? White men who could vote. Come on. You know I'm right about this.
Okay, you can be so political sometimes. You can
Well,
be so
yeah,
opinionated.
well, that's life.
All right, so, okay, next one. Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus. Where's your focus?
Okay,
I just made that part up.
okay. See, I
So
can't tell
this
anymore,
is,
Doc.
this is a liturgy one,
Okay.
and it meant how rude.
What? How rude?
Part of it means how rude. It means you are being rude if you do not listen to everything I say.
Doc, I'm gonna read from your book.
Okay, read from it.
I'm reading from
Yeah,
the book.
you explain it to
The
me.
magical phrase is probably... Okay, damn it. The magical phrase is probably a bastardization of the Roman Catholic liturgy of the Eucharist. What?
Eucharist.
Eucharist, which contains the phrase "Hoc est corpus meum." How rude.
Did I not just say you were being rude?
Ah, doctor, I stand corrected. The Sonny Brightly is a big man when he says he's sorry. But it's just that it sounded so... Because when you think of Hocus Pocus minions, you think of, a magician with the
You
little...
have Hocus Pocus minions?
Well, you know what I mean. Well, some of my minions are magical. They're because they're in my head.
So you are ADOTs.
Yeah, so some of them, when you talk about Hocus Pocus, well, you would think it's something magical. I wouldn't have thought that it was how rude. How rude.
How rude.
And before we adjourn, because I know that we're running low on time, Doctor, could you tell us when your book will be available?
My book is coming out in about 3 months.
Okay.
And you can buy it, you can pre-order it now on Amazon, and it's $19.95 right now, but if you wait until it comes out, it'll be $22.95. So you really want to get it now.
And you should get also, I think you also have it on audio tape, on your audiobook too, right?
I do, and you can order that also. You can get that a little sooner. It's going to come out about a month sooner, and then that'll be $15.95. But of course, you don't have anything physical. It is physical, but it's not really something you can read. So.
Oh, well, that's true. And the best part is you have, what's his name, reading on it too. I mean, he's the one doing the voice.
What's his name?
Yeah, I forgot the guy you hired to do the name, to do the voiceover for your book.
I mean, Tom Hanks?
Tom Hanks does the voice of the book, for the book.
Yes, he does a great reading. He's got the most beautiful voice. Have you noticed that his son looks like a doppelganger for him?
I don't think he
A
does.
doppelganger. Oh my God, it could be his twin brother when he was younger.
I don't think he does. No.
Oh, he does.
No, until I see...
Do you know where doppelganger came from?
Where did doppelganger...
That's a German word, and it means double guy.
Double
guy.
Double guy.
Yeah.
So it's double guy.
Double guy.
Okay, so with that said, I want to thank you, Doctor, for coming here.
It was great to see you again,
Dr.
Sonny.
Dr. HateWest. You gotta come back and give a lecture at the Sonny Brightly School.
I will.
I know that you were there teaching for a while, and then you just took off, and then we didn't see you for a
I
while.
had to do some more traveling. We talked about it before. I love to travel.
This is true. So once again, thank you for responding, Doctor.
Thank you. It's good to see you.
Thank you. So that was my good friend, Dr. HateWest. For more information on his book, please go to our website, sonnybrightly.show.com, or you can follow us on Facebook or YouTube. Check us out on Access Channel, Comcast Channel, whatever. Just look at your listings. We'll be there. But once again, there can only be one Sonny Brightly, but don't let that stop you from trying. In the meantime, have a good one. And one more thing before I go. Don't forget to check out our new micro-series online on YouTube, YouTube exclusive for all you millennials who only have a 10-second, attention span. See you there. Bye.